All right, welcome aboard Cocktails. This is going to be, I think, our number four. Number four. So welcome to the club here as well. Welcome, this is Cocktails aboard Parsonage, right? So before we get into it, talk to me about a little bit about your boat. So what kind of boat do you have here?
It's a 47 Blue Water, 1994.
Yeah.
So has galley in the back. So right out there is the back aft deck, and we love it.
And you're out here you live on this most of the time.
So most summers we do. We move onto the Parsonage.
Yeah.
We did that when we actually built our house, and we had to move on to our boat, which was a lot of fun actually. Being homeless.
Yeah, I like the space on this one. We took the tour on it. I like the deck on top of it and everything. So why Parsonage?
Well, Amelia is a Lutheran pastor.
Yeah.
Our previous boat had a little bit more fun name, Holy Ship. That was a 42-foot Gibson, fully renovated. But so we thought
is
of
the Gibson
something like
then the dog Gibson?
So yes. Our first boat, big boat, in 2008 was a 35-foot Carver.
Yeah.
And we named it Bob and Molly because those were our two dogs at the time, Bob and Molly. And it was Bobbin with bobbers.
Bobbin, yes, yeah.
Everybody thought our names were Bob and Molly, which is kind of confusing. But so then when we got the Gibson, we said, well, the next dog we're going to name after the boat rather than the boat after the dogs. So we have the 95-pound golden retriever named Gibson.
So how long have you been in the club? I actually don't know.
Since 2009.
2009.
So whatever.
That's 15 years.
Yeah.
I know that it's Chris's birthday today. As well. All right, what are we making today then?
So today we are making an alternative brunch drink, alternative to the Bloody Mary, and it's called Gordon's Breakfast Cocktail.
Where did you find this?
I found it in Sasha Petrasky's Regarding Cocktails book. He was a owner of Milk and Honey, which started a cocktail revolution in New York. Died very young, sadly. And this book was put together by his wife, and it has stories and recipes from people that were in his life that they learned from. So it's really a neat read just for that. But it does have some good recipes.
You know, I geek out on cocktails. You might actually beat me on this level actually as well. We could go toe to toe on recipes and stories and everything else like that. So that's pretty cool. All right, so tell me then, the Gordon's Cup, right? Is that what you call it?
It's based on the Gordon's Cup, but the Gordon's Breakfast.
All right,
cocktail.
What do we got going on in there?
So we have a little bit of cucumber and a little bit of lime.
All right.
So it calls for 3 slices of cucumber. I usually do 4 just because I like a little extra. I put it in the small shaker tin because I'm going to muddle that.
So cucumber might be a cocktail ingredient I've never actually really used. I'm nervous about it. I don't want it to go vegetal, I don't want it to taste like.
It doesn't. It's light and it doesn't have a ton of flavor, really, right?
Yeah.
So, but it adds a little bit of juiciness and So 6 lime wedges, which is quite a bit.
Yeah, that is.
But I think it's well worth it.
So you also won the cocktail competition. I'd like to take congrats on
that.
that.
I did. Thank you.
It was actually really good. That tequila cherry thing was really good.
I have some. Anyway, where did I do with mine? Right here.
All right.
The simple syrup. We do about 3/4 of an ounce.
So do you make your own simple syrup?
So past 3 years we've been trying to do a keto diet.
Yeah.
And so I would make my own simple syrup with allulose, which is a sugar substitute that doesn't change your body doesn't metabolize it.
Oh.
But it does add a different flavor. It's sweet, but there's an off flavor. So I actually, for 3/4 of an ounce, I just do.
Yeah. I like making there's been this debate of 2-to-1, 1-to-1, everything like that. I do a
semi-rich, rich syrup, all that kind of stuff.
And then I do all the different kind of weird dark, sugars and other stuff to it as well.
Oh yeah, when you do the
so
Demerara.
you got limes, cucumbers, and simple syrup in there somewhere.
Yep. And we're just gonna muddle that, get that lime juice out, and the cucumber all mixed in there, and then 2 ounces of gin.
Oh.
Because that's fun.
And we're using
Bombay.
Savoir.
Yeah.
What do you like that one? Gin in our house is like a hit or miss, right? So we're like, Mandy likes Hendrix. She likes more of the.
So one time my son asked me if I have any gin in the house. So I looked in the cupboard, and I think we had 6 or 8 different kinds of gin.
Yeah,
right? I mean, it's like Bombay, Beefeaters, Hendrix, a couple different kinds of Hendrix, I think. Old Tom gin.
Yeah, I've tried actually recently. That's that like the mermaid gin. Have you seen the blue bottle gin? That one's actually really good. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's quite good. The Botanist.
Botanist.
But again, you're paying a little bit. Gin is one of the cheaper spirits really out there. You can get a good gin for pretty inexpensive.
I like Plymouth gin is also a good one.
Plymouth is a good one, yes. Yep. Classic.
All right, now to make this a little bit spicy, we had 2 bar spoons of Cholula sauce.
Yeah, and if you don't have bar spoons, you really need bar spoons.
It says 4 dashes.
Like, bar spoons are just so great. You use them. We use them for everything. Like, I probably have 24 of them between the boat and the home, and they just get used for a lot of different. Like, they're just super sturdy.
Right. Yeah. So you can measure them. You can also spin, and 1 bar spoon of Worcestershire.
Okay.
Then we need ice. So I mix that together just to get all this goodness off of the bar spoon. And then we need some ice.
Not chips.
Not chips.
Brian, talk to you.
Boy, that melted quickly.
Yeah, it's warm today.
So we're going to need that, and then what did I do with my Cinco Club?
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, so I'd like the glassware is always fun. So this one, these were like the 75-year ones or ones, right?
Yep.
A couple of years ago, I think I have a couple of those.
I think at Terpstra's Commodore's Pub?
Oh yes, that's what it was. Yep.
Wonderful.
So that was the one we went to. We had absolutely no idea. We didn't know anybody. We showed up. It was like our first year, and it was COVID, and so it was a bizarre thing. And like Randy and I, we get excited to be there. We didn't know anything really about it, and we get there, and it was like
the first Commodore's Ball is like that.
It's
nothing like a beach party.
We sat right up front, and they put us right in the middle, right up front up there, and then. The moment it was over, we bugged out of there. We just didn't know. Ruth, they were so great. They wanted us to come up to the after party, but they were the only people we knew. So we got out of there. But anyway, yes. So shake it up.
And since it's served on ice, you don't need to shake it too long. Where's one of these? A little strainer.
Yep. Huh.
Gives a nice orange color.
It does.
And then on top, little pepper.
Salt. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever actually made a cocktail with hot sauce is the destination color.
Right. And there you go.
Sweet.
Now, if you wanted to, which I often do.
Yeah. What do you garnish it with?
I will take a cucumber. Just put a little cucumber on the side. Like that.
Look at that. Well, gorgeous. So thank you, Chris. This is the
Gordon's Breakfast Cocktail.
Gordon's Breakfast Cocktail. This is Cocktails Aboard Parsonage. Thanks again, Chris. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Cheers. All right, we're gonna sample it now. Yeah, it. You said it was reminiscent of a Bloody Mary. Sort of. Right, it's
it's an alternative to a Bloody Mary.
Yeah, it's like an that's probably the better on the you get that cucumber for sure right away on it. It's light. The hot sauce is almost comes across as sweet. I like spicy things, so maybe this is a little I'm biased to that, but yeah, this is a great Sunday morning on the back of the boat kind of cocktail.
That's where we usually have it.
And I think I'm trying to figure it out. It's really different. It's good.
It is.
The lime. I think the simple syrup a little bit in there too. Yeah, it's just it's really
nicely
good.
balanced.
It's nicely balanced.
It is light.
Yeah.
As opposed, I always think Bloody Mary's a little bit heavier, right? You get all that.
Yeah, Bloodies can
tomato
get
juice.
they can get too thick as well. They're to a point where like it's like more tomato than anything else. But yeah, this is quite good. So thanks again.
Yeah. You're
Cheers.
welcome.